We ended the last episode of WildChild with the boat halfway to Cape Fear as the sun is setting. Conditions are calm and pleasant for us as the 40-knot storm cell has moved off to the east. As darkness descends on us, we have the first reef in the main, and we've reefed the Jenny to about 60%. We never sail in the dark with full sails. Well, WildChild is night sailing again. We're trying to get out around Cape Fear. We just pulled in the Jenny. We're running on single reef main, no Jenny. It's dark, there's no moon whatsoever. We're still doing 6 knots, wind angle's just behind the beam. It's a very rough passage. I mean, this is calm now, but it was been rough so far. Bedroom soaked. Oh! Our bedroom's soaking wet.
Yeah.
We got crew to help.
That's the worst ever.
Yeah, it's the worst. It's the wettest our bedroom's ever been. We discovered the leak finally. The reason Cape Fear got its name is that you have to go 19 miles out to sea to be sure that you're safe to get around the Frying Pan Shoals to guarantee you'll have 20 or 25 feet of water. And I learned my lesson in Cape Hatteras not to try to cut this short. And we're gonna round Cape Fear in total darkness tonight. Alright, talk to the camera.
Just talk to the camera, you said.
How's the passage been?
Amazing.
How's your first night shift?
So great.
You're lying to the people on YouTube.
Not at all. Gosh. No, it's been good. It's been interesting. It's been fun.
Oh, it's off course. We got an alarm.
Yeah.
What's the alarm?
Off course.
Okay.
It's done that before.
Oh shit. I was catching a nap in the cockpit just in front of Ethan while he held the helm by himself in the dark. I woke up to interview him and then found out about these alarms. It's the wind angle. We just had an off-course alarm from the autopilot. It's funny because the waves are not that bad, the wind is gentle, yet an off-course alarm means it strayed so far off its course it was unable to compensate. I deliberately have WildChild slowed down to 3 knots because I don't want to enter the Cape Fear harbor in the dark. She's going so fast, we're going to reach our destination before sunrise. So guys, Ethan lied to you. Night shift sucks. Sailing at night sucks. It's tired, it's achy, it's sore. It's not fun. He said it's like just lovely and fun. He lied to you. He's trying to sucker you into buying a boat too.
Somebody should help you guys out at night.
Oh, he's trying to get us more future crew. Oh, here, and I just shot myself in the foot. The sunrise finds WildChild safely around Cape Fear and sailing north towards the inlet. Unfortunately, the change of course means we're sailing into the wind again. But we have the whole crew on deck and everybody's in good spirits. The passage has gone well so far. The channel we need to get to is dead upwind. And although we could spend the rest of the day tacking our way forward, Ethan's ride's going to be waiting for him. So we decide to turn on the Iron Jenny to assist our course and just make the fastest possible route into the channel. That's a good sign. The channel must be deep enough for WildChild if commercial ships like that can use it. Good morning, sailing fans. I don't know if you can hear it, but the engine's on. The wind is directly on the nose at 7 knots because we're trying to get into harbor and Mother Nature is mean and she always makes sure that wind is on the nose for every safe harbor. That's just the way it goes. So we came around terrible, scary Cape Fear last night, and it was not scary, so that's good. So we've now rounded Cape Fear. That's under our belt. Check, done. We're going into near Wilmington, North Carolina.
SouthPort
in Cape Fear River. Slack tide will be in about 2 hours, and we hope to get in during slack tide and try to find some place to anchor. We're okay. We're all tired, hungry, and cold.
And bundle and cold. It was the coldest night.
Second coldest night.
Second. There you go.
And look, our crewman is still alive and healthy and in good shape.
Trying to find the dockage. Southport.
His sun. Yeah,
Sun basking in the sun.
There you go. Yeah.
Trying to warm my hands up.
Like a lizard.
Yeah.
In the last 5 miles, we just lose all wind, so we have to drop all our sails. Nobody wants to motor for 5 miles, but sometimes you just do what you have to do. I can't help but wonder, where's Mo? How's he doing? Is he still out there? Is he okay? Is he gonna make it in? Wow, look at all the fancy houses along this coast. Seems like maybe we're entering a rich area. What would I do then? That night passage a lot easier. And both of us, we got more sleep than we normally would. It was a lot easier with help, so thank you.
Well, it's my pleasure. Thank you. Thank you guys. Definitely.
So basically, you're a good company.
Alright, good to know.
You get the WildChild stamp of approval. You're WildChild approved.
Yeah.
And I learned a lot along the way too.
I was on the radio talking to this fishing boat, and when I was done, a miracle happened. Now you know, right? Like Bo cut in. Bo heard us. He's a couple miles behind us, motoring into the channel. He made it. And as always happens when you pull into an unfamiliar port, we don't actually know where we're going. We know we want to find some place to anchor where we won't be in the way, but we're not sure where that is. So we're exploring our way slowly along the coast, trying to find a place to anchor. There was an active captain note on the Navionics saying that this little bay was a safe place to anchor with enough depth for WildChild. So we went in to have a look, but we decided against it. There wouldn't be any room for other boats to get in and out. We'd be in the way. We're not staying. It's not deep enough. Ethan was joking around earlier saying that he wanted to see us fight. Almost the beginning of the fight. I'm doing the rope, he takes it out of my hands. You won't be able to do it. I'll learn. No, do it. Don't do it.
Wait.
You give me all that bullshit. You do it. Honey, stop being
give
a
it to
jerk.
me.
Just do it.
I don't know what I'm doing.
This is Michelle being oppositionally defiant again. He always does the opposite of what cooperation is. I've decided I need to throw a stern hook because there's no room for us to anchor, so we've pulled in right beside the ICW. We're right on the edge of the waterway, and I need to not swing into it. I'm going to attach the stern anchor to the bridle harness on the back of the boat. Well, we used our drogue harness to deploy a stern anchor in the ICW. There's no marinas deep enough to accommodate us, so we're sort of right beside the channel. This is Southport Marina. It says 10-foot depth, but they haven't been dredged. We went in there. no way to get in, so we're just kind of in Southport, North Carolina, and we're just sort of anchored, as you can see, right beside the ICW. We put a bow and stern anchor so we don't swing out into the channel. So there's our bow anchor. That guy's motoring in the ICW. That guy's coming along in the ICW. And we're right on the edge of it. Because it's real shallow around here. You have to be real careful. So we are like 100 feet from shore. It's a steep edge, so we can afford to swing about 50 feet over. Well, we bow and stern anchor because there's going to be 3 knots current pushing each way. We don't want to swing around into it. We needed to get WildChild anchored somewhere close enough we could dinghy Ethan to shore to catch his ride. I figure we could probably get the dinghy into this marina. Show under passages on WildChild. We keep jerry cans on the side. Our boat was getting tossed so badly, those jerry cans were constantly falling over, and the bow of the boat was underwater constantly, like even this far out, they were almost floating. These jerry cans actually lost their covers. They were so buried underwater so many times, like the waves just washing into the boat, that when these flipped over, the covers started filling with water and washing away. We lost some of the jerry can covers. We secured the front of the dinghy to the deck, but we never secured the back, so the dinghy was originally tight to the rail. There were times it almost floated off. It's ICW cruising for you, done the easy way by the smart people.
There you go. To see you guys argue. That's the whole purpose of my...
It's insane, eh?
So we believe this is Bo coming in. He did it his first overnight crossing, like outside passage. It was brutal yesterday. We're in a 40-foot boat with crew, and we had a hard time. He was alone in this 31 Halberg Rossi, and he did it. 6-foot waves, 25 knots of wind, solo sail, 30 hours. He's the man. He probably cut inside a lot more than I did. Bo deserves a hero's welcome for making that 30-hour passage alone. We are so proud of him and so grateful to see him safe. You got this?
I got this.
1, 2, 3. Yay! Go, Bo! Go, Bo! You the man! You the man! Go, Bo! Go, Bo! You the man! You the man! Yeah! We're making Ethan sign the life jacket that he used because he's our first official crew. Maybe it'll be a tradition. We'll make all future crews sign the life jacket.
Yeah, there you go.
It'll be a thing. Hey Ethan, we loved having you on board as crew, and you are welcome anytime.
There you go. How about that?